All right, for this one, we're going to do this in a lying down position. I'm going to show you the optimal way, the way that I recommend for working with the breath in a lying down position. Now, a lot of people would like to go with their legs out long, what they call in yoga savasana pose. The problem with that is it puts a little bit of an arch in the lower back. So what we're looking for here is a bit more stability. So that's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my feet flat, my knees up. And a lot of times there's this question, what should the distance be between the heels and the buttocks? You're looking for just the spot where you feel the most stable. So what I mean by that is if I bring my heels in tighter, that I feel now tension in my knee. That makes my body tight. If I'm bringing it too far down, almost down savasana, now I feel my legs don't feel very comfortable and I feel this slight arch in my back. So I go really slow and mindfully. Boom, right there. I feel very relaxed. The body's stable. My back feels great. I'm going to keep the feet a little wider than hips, and I'm going to gently bring the knees together. So if you notice, it's like the legs are creating a series of triangles. So what we're doing is we're just connecting with the breath. Okay, once again, we're dropping our awareness and our attention out of our mind and out of our upper chest. We're going to bring all the attention into this lower abdominal area. Really connect into the feeling of how the diaphragm engages. So we're going to be with the rising of the lower belly and then the falling of the lower belly on the exhale. I'm going to show you a few different ways you could use the hands as well as how you can use a prop here. So the most relaxing way is to just keep your arms on the sides of the body, palms up. If you want to do palms down, it's possible too. And that brings a little more, you could even bring a little more intensity and focus with the exhale. But let's just try this for a few breaths with the palms up. So once again, start with your exhale. And it's almost like this feeling like the navel goes towards the spine and you're really flattening out the lower back. You can even feel like you're engaging the core a bit. And then as you inhale, once again, this diaphragm engages, lower belly rises. And as you exhale, a feeling of letting go. I recommend trying to do the exhales through the nose, but if you find you're holding your jaw too tense, try to 60% or so with the nose and the last 30-40 with the mouth. And once again, if you're really stressed out, do the whole exhale with the sound of a sigh. All the attention through the lower abdominal area. Another way to practice this is to actually take both hands and place them on your lower belly. Start with an exhale. And this way you could really feel the hands move as the belly swells. And then as the belly falls, navel to spine, belly contracting, and just the palms, noticing the change as the palms remain on the lower belly. Once again, this feeling that you breathe into about 70 or 75%, you don't want to try too hard on the inhale. You're breathing in deep enough that you're filling up the lungs, but not so much you feel tension. But get used to breathing out your exhales longer than you're used to. So when you normally think you're done breathing out, breathe out a little bit more. A third option to use with this connecting to the breath in a lying down position is you could use a book, or you could even use like a pillow. So you could put like a pillow or a book on your lower belly. You just feel it rising. Make sure this is not too heavy, obviously. So you're not trying too hard. Just with that diaphragm engaged, belly swells, and release. So as we finish up here, we're going to do about 3 breaths whatever you like. You can keep a pillow or a book on the belly, your hands on the belly, or hands on the side. Once again, let's just connect with this rising and falling of the lower belly here. And let's take one last breath. And on this last one, let the exhale go even longer than you've been doing. Breathe in out, breathe in out, breathe in out. Relax, relax, and release. And we're finishing up. And remember, you can go to this practice anytime you have space to lie down during your day. This is especially a great practice to use in the evening, or maybe you have some time in the early afternoon and just as a way to relax for a bit. And thanks for joining.